I don't know how fairly they treat drivers or the restaurants. And usually if there's a problem, they end up sending you to each other's directions. So the app will say, contact the restaurant will say, contact the app. And we just want to support the businesses as much as possible. But this one only exists through the app. It's a virtual restaurant. Okay, Mr. Beast Burger. Okay. That's the bird here. Beast style bird. Well, it's a lot of toppings on it, and it smells pretty good. Wow, that's quite the bird. Mm. Mm. Oh man, that is just what I needed. Of course, fries. Normal crinkle cut fries, delivered from quite far, so they're a bit soggy. The seasoning's good on them though. Okay, looks like we've got a storm of brewing.
Always been where the best for the brands that can't get enough of expert hands-on care and to live their best life. Celebrate 60 years with us in stores and online today. Petco, where the pets go.
Still taking yours?
Every day.
Nature Made, clinically studied probiotics. When you prefer a dream vacation over a rental nightmare,
Sometimes.
it matters where you stay. Hilton for the stay.
You always notice when you start grilling, the gas lift starts growing. That's why we help you get everything you need and more.
It's pretty late, but I'm glad I stayed up this late to catch a little bit of thunderstorm action. We'll see what happens. We haven't had a good one this year, and I love these things. So in a hammock, it's all the better. All right, the radar says that's probably going to miss us, but we might get a good lightning show in the distance. I love a good thunderstorm, but it seems to be going around me, and that's the way it normally goes. When I'm trying to see one is I'll see it on the radar, and then it splits and goes around me, and I miss it. I can hear it in the distance, but it's just not here, which is maybe a good thing because it was dumping some hail, and this little tarp may not hold up in a hail situation. Something's out there. I think it's like maybe a moose. I don't know. It sounds like an animal in distress or something like that. And I have no idea what that noise was, but it sounded like an animal sneezing. I don't think that's a friendly noise. And of course, why would you want to fall asleep to the pitter-patter of rain on a tarp when you could be falling asleep to what could possibly be the death cries of some strange, large animal in the woods right behind you, and crawl into your paper-thin hammock for the night? So that's exactly what we're going to do, because we don't have any other options other than to go home, and that is not an option. So into the hammock we go. Hunker down in the hammock. I don't hear that strange animal anymore, and I'll be using my jacket as a pillow, our believe. Got the GoPro set up. Let's hunker down, my friends, and we'll see you in the morning. Good morning. There's the rain. And a little thunder. It's quite early. The sun here actually rises at 5:55 in the morning, of all things, which makes sleeping in quite difficult, probably contributing to my lack of sleep, because I am a bit of a night owl. And when I'm turning in bed at 1 or 2 in the morning, the sun coming up 4 hours later does not help me have good sleep. Yeah, there's no activity on the construction site here, probably because it's just so early, or maybe because it's a little rainy as well. But a little more sleep, and then we'll get the day going. The rain is starting to actually get pretty heavy, but it is bone dry in here, just the way I like it. So I'm gonna wait for a bit of a break in the rain before I start tearing this stuff down. I'll hopefully get a nice little moment when it's not raining so hard. But of course, I have to give my shout outs to the folks that have gone above and beyond and support the channel. Also, I have to give my shout outs to everybody's birthday. And what a birthday to have. If it's actually your birthday today, I think it's like National Beer Day or International Beer Day. I just saw them online. I think there's 2 of them. One would be international, and another would be probably the American National Beer Day. I don't know. But you know what that means. Practice that too, if you have not already. Rain seems to be letting up a little bit. Didn't get a ton of sleep, but get the day begun here. Get the day started. There's that construction crew. I can hear them right now. They're beginning their day, and I'm just on the way out. So perfect timing. Just procrastinating here because it's raining so badly. Guess we'll start with the sleeping bag, one thing at a time. Perfect break in the rain. I think I can get this all torn down in like 5 minutes. It's my guess. There's not too much to take down, pack up. Absolutely amazing time of year that I can use this as a sleeping bag. Just got to take this rope off, and I'll show you just on the tree. Like, I guess there's maybe a little indentation there, but yeah, I'll probably grab those straps. I don't want to wreck any trees. We didn't have reservations and everything for anniversary. Today would be a really nice day to sit in the hammock and just enjoy the sound of the rain. That's okay though. We got all winter to enjoy some rain out towards the coast. That should be quite nice. Storm watching, waves rolling in on the shore. They're pouring a foundation over there. You can see the concrete pumper. So, let's just wander out of here. if anybody questions me, which I don't think they will, I'm going to come back at them with, is this you guys's? Okay, we did it. We are out of here. Absolute success. I need a nice hot coffee though, because I'm gonna have to wake up. Thanks a lot.
Oh,
You
rest
too.
them.
Thanks. We're just a few hours away from beginning our anniversary trip, which is fantastic. And what's also fantastic is the video I've got planned for next week. If all goes to plan, this will be by far the riskiest one I've ever done. I'm trying not to overthink it so I don't scare myself out of doing it. But on paper, looks good. And so please stay tuned for that one. It'll be more exciting than this one, I swear. That's just kind of what comes when I get back to the city and I get kind of in a rut here, dealing with life, is that anywhere good to sell camp that I know of in the city, I've done it. So I always need to be traveling. And there's a lot of other channels that are pretty much just constantly on the road. And that's tricky as well. So trying to strike the balance between charging your batteries at home, like becoming rejuvenated, then hitting the road. But also I rejuvenate on the road as well. So my batteries get charged in different ways, from being at home, relaxing, getting stuff in order, doing my taxes and paperwork and stuff like that, getting caught up on life, charges my batteries in some ways, but then being out on the open road also does. So I like to strike a balance. So I like to try and strike a balance there. Anyway, I gotta get home and see a beautiful wife. Anyway, I gotta get home, get packed up, and hit the road. So, cheers, guys! Thanks for stopping by for a visit this week. And next week will be good. And from then on, we got river trip after that. Then another trip out back to the coast, because I still have a list of